So, like I was saying, I got some gear. Sorry for the voice crack. Got some gear that I like to go over. And I wouldn't say there are a lot of tips or tricks that I do. It's just pretty much straightforward fishing. Just a lot of not really trial and error. It's more learning and letting other people make the mistake. And if I run into a mistake, then it would basically turn into trial and error. So, but for starters, we'll just go over my rod and reel. So it's a medium heavy. I believe it's a I want to say 7.3 as far as the rod. It's a bait caster. The name of the company is InSport. I got it from Amazon. It is a E-Series camo legend rod. The length is 7 feet. The lure size is 1/8 to 3/4 of an ounce. And the line is 6 to 20 pounds. 6 to 20 pound test line. So, like I said, it's an InSport camo. It's carbon fiber black on bronze. And my reel is a 7:1 gear ratio. And it's also, it's from, I've had this reel for a minute. I had it comboed with another rod, and the guides had broke on the rod, and that's how I ended up getting this reel here, or rod here. But my rod reel is kind of dirty. I'm gonna have to clean it up a little bit. It is a Abu Garcia old version. What, Max? I think it's a Max. So it's the old version, so it goes to tell you how long I've had this reel for. 7:1 gear ratio, and it's black on bronze. So everything is black on bronze, and even the line is black. So the lure that I have on it as of right now, it's some, I've been practicing with different type of baits and stuff like that. But this here is a spinner bait. It's a spinner bait here, and for the most part, it does its thing. I haven't caught anything on it yet on this one, and it's a Ozic Trail, I believe. Let me see, what did it say? Ozark Trail. Oh, yeah, it's Ozark Trail spinner bait. I have 3. So I was spinnerbait fishing the other day, just basically learning and trying it at my lake that I go to. And I had another one that was basically white, like this one here, but it had like a camo green, gray on it. And I hooked a big one. He could have been about 3 pounds, and he knocked this blade clean off of it. I mean, sent the whole blade off. And so I end up tying on another line, or another one, which was this one, because it felt weird after losing this main blade here. So, but I didn't catch nothing else after I switched. I caught also I end up, which I'll show in a little bit. I end up fishing it still with this blade missing. So I only had this one here, and I caught a bluegill, which I thought was kind of strange. So the size of this lure is, I think it's a half ounce, 1.5 ounce, or excuse me, half ounce. And you can kind of feel it when you're reeling in on this rod and reel combination. I don't know if is too big. Because when you're reeling it in, it like tilts the damn, like you feel it, like it feels like there's a fish on it, but when you stop, it'll go back. So it's weird. So I'm still practicing on how to fish this thing here. And so I'll kind of go into my other stuff that I have. So I have a backpack because I do a lot of, what do you want to call it? Bank fishing. So I don't want to be making so many trips to the car. So I got me a nice little sturdy backpack that's sturdy because we caught a lot of rain and thunderstorms out here so far. And this was kind of in the tailgate area. So I got a lot of debris and stuff on it. So we'll just go through each little pocket and kind of see what's all in here all together. So, but as far as anything, rod and reel combination is good. It's holding up. I think I spent like 30 or 40 bucks on Amazon for the rod. So it's holding up fine. I do think you can see my other rod that I have back there. That one's a 6'8" Rhino, and that's the one that the guy had, you know, kind of came off. So your boy's an Atlanta Falcons fan, as you can see. So ATL, stand up. So going through each pocket, we got a, you know, we got a scale and tape measure to kind of see how long, you know, how much the fish weigh. Most of the time I can kind of figure, you guess it, but some of the big ones, I don't know. So we have that here, a little weight there. And the line that I'm using is Reaction Tackle High Performance Braided Fishing Line. And this is 100%, 20 pound, 300 yards. If you guys can see that, you see that, that's cool. I got this off of Amazon as well. 100% PE braided line, superior abrasion resistance, casting distance, and knot strength. So, one thing I know, I used to use a lot of monofilament. Not a monofilament. I backed it with monofilament, but I use fluorocarbon. Started with fluorocarbon. These are my pliers I use. Just normal pliers for the deep hooks. When they're caught in the gut, not in the gut, but like in the throat area. So I haven't had to flip one yet to get it out, or go through the gill and flip it out yet. I don't really like doing that, but that's what these are for. Haven't used them yet for it. I used them for regular, you know, just pulling out the hook normally. This is the line that I use to back my line. So on my bait caster here, the first, I want to say 25 yards, I'll go 4-pound test. It's in Omniflex 700 yards, so I'll never really run out of this. I don't use that much of it, so it's just for the backing. And then I tie this to I used to do fluorocarbon, so I would tie a knot in fluorocarbon. I would just use a double uni knot. And then now I'm doing that with the braid. So it's 0.008 diameter. So it's really, really thin. So that's the backing. So I reel it up a good amount. We'll just say not even 15 yards or whatever. And then I fill the spool with the braid. So I actually could have kept going, but I didn't want to go too far over the little abrasion. So with the spool, where you tap it out at is at this little guide right here, the little bronze looking lip. You fill it up from there. So, but that's that. I believe that's all in this one. Make sure I don't have no hooks in here. But this is my little bag that I go with. I got a couple tackle boxes in here. But I really would like to be sponsored by one of these guys, because I use these guys a lot. And I think I forgot to zip up one. And I use Yum a lot. I mean, I love using these guys here, these Syncros. I have them in damn near every color. Let me see. So I got a couple bags in here open. We'll just go through it all right now while it's open. And the type of colors that I kind of use. Let me see. So this is zipper number 2. Really? We'll throw this bag over here. So I like the Yums, the Dinger, and 3-aught, 4-aught, or 5-aught offset. Red Shad, Yum, Dingers. So I like Yum. Yum's pretty, I catch a lot of my fish on these. And it's like you use it like a Senko. I normally use it weightless or with a weight. And you know, so one thing I do like about it is that it has a hook setter in there where you feed the hook through, and then the hook, exposed hook, actually fits inside this little groove here. So it makes it completely weedless, and it's also easier to set the hook on fish and hook them because it has a little pocket for the hook to be exposed into. So I do like that. And I've tried the, there's another Yum Dinger that I use here. And this one is Watermelon Pearl. When I tell you these fish love these, this is what I catch a lot of fish on these. My biggest fish I caught on this worm. I'll show you guys in a minute. And then I got the Googan bait. It's a 5-inch dart. I have not had that much try. I used it one time. I would say 2 because I'm missing 2. But I used it one time and I just kind of didn't really use it. But I'm going to be trying these when I go to Texas. Let me use these in Texas and see how these work. And this will be completely weightless on this setup here. I'm going to need another reel so I can like have another bait caster or rod and reel setup to where I can just use, you know, Texas, because I like to Texas rig everything, and then weightless and weight, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you're gonna change the size of the weight, then you're gonna have to be cut and retie at the end of the day. So, but I just want 2 so I can be able to always jump to like a kind of swim baitish style without having to do a lot of tying and cutting and making new knots, which is not fine. It's fine and everything, but you know, I kind of really only use one fishing rod and reel. So, but I have it. I can't say I like them, but I haven't really fully committed to using the Googan baits. So I will definitely get some time with them soon. And the other Yums that I like are these Smoked Pearl. They're 5-inch Dingers again. Didn't have it open this one because I haven't needed to open it yet. So that's with that pocket. And then also I have some 6 cent stout wide hooks, and I believe these are 4-aughts. I don't know. I like the color, the black, and I like the packaging of the black and bronze. Like, black and bronze is not my favorite color, but I just like the color scheme. And then the 6 cents 3-aughts flipping hooks. This is the hook that I will use with I forgot what I bought these for. I'm gonna have to look at it again because there was a combination of things that I liked. I think this was a worm hook I was using it for. So it kind of helps the worm stay attached to it. If it wasn't the worm, it was like a shad or something, or like one of these swim baits. One of the two. So I think I'm gonna use this for the swim baits because it kind of hooks it in place and everything. But I will double check that. I do know why I bought it. I just got to check my notes and figure it out. There's a lot of stuff that I watch a lot of YouTube and watch people fish and see how they do and try to mimic what they do on the water. And then, so this is tackle number 1. I think this is my worm, lizard, combination right here. So yeah, this is what this is. So I put a lot of my hooks on a bobby pin and go from there and throw them in there. These are my worm hooks, and these are 4/0, 5/0, kind of mixed. I got some standard little worms here. These are zooms. Now this worm here, this is the one I caught my PB on. This is the one I caught my personal best on here. And this worm, I think it's a zoom as well. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look at the packaging. I think it was a zoom. No, it was a yum. So it's a purple and pink and purplish looking color. I have a stack of those somewhere. So, okay, here's one of my, I did use this one. I like the presentation. It does look real lifelike in the water. So this doesn't even go in here. So we're gonna leave him over there. So I got a couple of worms. This is basically like my Texas rig style setup here in this box here. So I Texas rig worms, I Texas rig these lizards. I caught some bass on these lizards here. They usually nip the tail and tear off the arms off these guys here. These are zooms. These bullet weights I have here, I got all assorted sizes from 1/8 ounce, 1/2 ounce, 3/4 ounce, 1/8, 3/16. I have all type of weights. These are the color schemes of some of the other. I haven't really caught anything on this one yet. So they have a color scheme for the type of water that you use. More natural water, you can use natural looking greens and browns. And clearer water, you can go with the brighter colors. So I like a lot of shit that has a reflection, a lot of stuff that has a reflection in the bait. So a lot of sparkle. Because I think with that right, when the sun hits it, it makes it pop even more. So that is the basically tackle box number 1 right there. So we'll put him right here. Let's see, and then so let's go to zipper number 3. Okay, so let's actually put a lot of this stuff back. I think I have a hook somewhere. So I've seen a couple guys on YouTube, and probably at the end, let me know what are your, how do you hook certain things. And so now as far as, I got these, I'm gonna call them a Kitech Swim Impact 4-inch black, blue, deep blue. I don't even know what you call them, but it's like a custom worm. And so it has a strong squid scent, and it does. This shit stinks. This stinks. So I tried to use this as backing for my spinnerbait. So I don't know. I'm gonna try it one day. I was gonna try to give the spinnerbait that I have more presentation. So I was actually on this one here. Let me get it without hooking myself. So this one here is just, you know, white, and I wasn't getting any type of, no bites, no nothing on it. And so I was gonna combo this, put this on the back of it, give it a little blue, so it'd be like a white and blue. And I haven't tried it yet, but I will try it and see how it works. And if it does, it does. If it don't, then it, you know, it don't. So let's go ahead and hook this on this little doomajigger while we're here. There we go. So we don't get hooked at all. So let's go ahead into the other pocket. See what we got in here. Okay, this is my basically fluke fishing tackle right here, and some of my tails have gotten squished. So these are my flukes here that I like to use. I got different colors. That's where he belongs. He belongs here in this one. This is like my fluke one. So with my flukes, I have these style. I tried this hook here, this little small little worm hook. And then this guy here, these all belong in here. And I think I'm gonna try. I gotta look at my notes. I bought this 3/0 hook for a reason, and I think it's for my flukes. So I catch a lot. I catch some fish on this one, but I catch a lot on this shad-looking fluke here on this blue at the lake that I go to. They all don't know what it is about this blue and this color here. They kill it. It's really, actually, I want to say this one. So I Texas rig them. Well, weightless. I use before I got these ones, I would use a 4/0 or 5/0 hook and, you know, through the nose, bam, 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 bam. You know how that goes. So I got some of these because I wanted to try. I'm gonna just haven't had time to do it yet. I got these here. Damn, this one's all tore up. Get him out somehow. I have these. There we go. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see these, but these little screw. You guys can't see it. But it's a little screw lock that you basically punch through the middle of the bait, boom, screw it in. Right? I've seen this on Tactical Bassin, I believe it was. And once you screw it in, you hook it, and then now it's like a banjo minnow, they say, where you have better hookup ratios. So I'm gonna just leave that screwed in on him. I probably have some of them, so then when you hook them, so then you go through the line, you know, and then you boom through there, you know, like so. Then you rig it to where the hook is in the front of it, and then you just, you know, whatever. I haven't tried it yet, but I will be doing it, and I will be trying it soon. And that's probably the biggest thing of why I think I would want another set of rod and reel, so I can easily go to, you know, use my shad. And so this is supposed to help the bait. You can actually keep it out of the baits. It doesn't mess them up as much, which I do find a lot of fish messing up my flukes and shads and everything. So I have, like I said, I have the green, watermelon, standard. So also too, if you run across your flukes being all bent up, best thing you could do is put them in warm water so they can form correctly. Because if you just grab these and then after, you know, let them sit for a while, you want to massage the salt, because the salt build up with like just set in spots. So you want to like massage it to basically bring the life back into your plastics after you soak it in warm water. If your tails are all messed up. So that's really that one there. You know, got the little screw locks, got assorted hooks and everything. So I'm gonna put that in there with that, because I'm pretty sure it goes there. And then let's see, I think that's the, oh wait, I got one more tackle over here. This is my old school tackle. Man, I got this tackle box when I bought my reel. So this is Old Faithful right here. And this boy is tore up, like toe up. But I had bought a bass, a bass tackle kit. And so it came in this here, so I just kind of kept it and just rocked with it. So this is here where, I mean, when I bought this kit, it came with all these different weights and little stoppers and shit. Some of my hooks have ended up gotten what is it? Like, you're gonna need a tetanus shot if you get hit with one of these mugs. I got some, what do you want to call them? Jig heads. I haven't used those. I have, like I said, I have different size. These are lead weights, and you got to be careful with a lot of this stuff here, man, because I'm sure it's dangerous. You don't want to get this in your mouth, or make sure you wash your hands and stuff like that. So, I mean, I got small. These are the ones that I use with a lot of my Texas setups. These real small bullet weights. I like them better. Because you want to go as natural. You want to try to, when you're Texas, it depends on how deep the water is, right, for one. And then they say that the heavier weight is for more penetration when you're throwing it into thicker cover, which I haven't really ran into. So you kind of go with the heavier weight. And so depends on how you rig everything. You would need like a bobber stopper. I think it's, I don't want to call it a bobber stopper, but like you have your bullet weight, and then it's like a little peg that you peg it, and so it keeps the bullet weight from sliding up the line, so the lure can fall in with the head of the bullet weight into where you're throwing in the deep cover, or thick cover, I should say. But I don't fish in a lot of cover like that, so it's natural. Without throwing in weightless, I'll go with like a 1/8 ounce weight, and then put it on something like this, boom, and then the weight ain't, so it'll be sort of like that. So this will be really, really close to natural, almost natural, without even having the weight on it at all. And let this tail just fall and just sit at the bottom, and then just twitch it. But this is my another worm here, because I got a lot of worms in here, and I like this color, this black and purplish looking worm. So back to my spinner baits. So like I said, I have 3 of them. This is the second one that I have. This is black and like a blue. Got a couple of nibbles on this one at the lake I go to. Not too, nothing really crazy. And this is the one that I caught the 3-pounder on that just exploded the back end. So I don't know if this is still any good or not, but it's just crazy how he just knocked the ring off. He just threw it right off. It's crazy. So I caught 2 fish on this one, a bluegill and a bass off this one. So they like this for sure at that lake. But this is pretty much all the stuff that I have. And I found my other Googan right here. That needs to go in the other one, which is that one over there. This is trash, really. This is another form of lizard. I think this is like I like to throw this lizard here. It's real thin, but it's long. And so I catch a lot of bass on this one too. So those are the spinner baits. This is pretty much all that I really use when I fish. This stuff here. So the thing that I want to talk to you guys about is, how do you rig your stuff? It's 30 minutes, damn, it's a long time. So I've seen a couple people, and they were fishing and they lose a lot of their fish. Now, one, they were using bigger worms than I am using, for one, right? Or they're thicker. And I've seen him when he connects the hook and the bait together. Let me get a little closer. So when he connects the bait and everything together, right? So from what I've seen, you go through the head of the, go halfway up, right? And then you come through, he does all this. Then he goes through does all this here, and then when he spins it, right, you know, you get it, you got to get it all the way up, right? He just sticks it, like, he just kind of threads it like that. Now, I don't know. So I was like, and he was wondering why he was missing a lot of his strikes. And from what I've seen, when I rig everything, like his was like, see, this one has a flat side. His was round completely. So what I've always seen people do is, you know, they kind of line it up and then text pose it. So when they do this, they bring it up a little bit and then they kind of skin hook it a little bit. But see, with this one here, with this worm hook here, the eye is offset. It's not really lined up with it, so it's a lot harder to get this one straight. So I don't know if it was the type of style of, because this is not a wide gap. This is like to me is almost like something that I would use on my flukes. So this is a 2-aught. Oh, well, not even aught. This is a worm hook, just kind of, you know. So you see how the eye is right here and it doesn't line up with the hook point. So I don't really like using these ones. I think I use these ones on my flukes. I think that's what I use for my flukes. So he had an a wide gap hook. So, but what he was doing even with that hook, he was just poking through the bait and letting the hooks just sit in the middle of the bait. Where I thought when you're Texas rigging, you expose the hook on the top part of the bait and then you just kind of skin hook the tip. So I was like, I had wrote a message saying like, hey, maybe you hooking it wrong. So is there multiple ways you can basically put the hook on your baits? So like with this one here, like it's just pretty self-explanatory. You just go through. That's why I like these ones better. So it doesn't matter what type of thing you're using. When you go through, so when you go through here like that, like so, like I did, you go through here, and then boom, that mug sits right on there. Sits right in there. So it kind of slides right now because this one's all beat up. As you can see, it's all beat up right there. So see, because like that's not straight at all. Like, because I know that the worm hook's supposed to be straight, but I don't know, bro. So like I said, I'm still learning all this stuff and everything. So shit, y'all let me know in the comment section below on how you supposed to do baby. Now I wonder with this one here, let's see how it does with him. All right, go through here, bam. So this will come up a little bit through the gills, through the little fins right here. And then this has, like I said. So yeah, I use this one for, yeah, that's what this hook's for. I use this hook perfectly for my flukes. So now, as you can see, the hook comes through and exposed like that. Excuse me. So, I don't know. So let's pull that hook out and not, so we don't forget that it's in there and hook ourselves in the damn finger or hand. Shit. Haven't had that happen yet, but I poked myself though. I'm gonna lie to you. So let's throw this guy up in there. Screw locks. I kind of want to just put these in here with these guys. But I'm running out of room. I'm running out of a little bit of real estate in here. So, I mean, that's my gear, man. That's all the stuff that I use. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys recommend and stuff like that. And I'll definitely go out and get it. Try it. It doesn't hurt to try. See what I'm learning out here. Learning out here on these streets. That's my gear. That's my setup. This is what I take to go fishing every time I go. So these little 6-cent hooks I'm gonna have to put together. Let's put these guys up. Put these guys back where I got them from. I really them exposed hooks on these damn jigs, boy. I mean spinnerbaits be scaring the mess out your boy. I don't want to get hooked up. And I hate catching these fish, bro. And they be thrashing around. I'll be like, whoo. Well, if you get this hooked in my finger, we gonna fight. So these things here, man, these mugs stink. But I don't know. I haven't tried them yet. I will try them with that whatchamacallit there. So we'll see how I go. But I mean, that's it. I think that's it. That's in here. That's generally what I do. I just load all this heavy ass backpack up of stuff. Sometimes I'll pull out the old school one and just leave the 2 small ones and go from there, you know. Other times I just load up the bag and let go. You know me, I like to fish. Anytime I see water, I just jump at it. Where are the hooks at? There we go. So, hope you guys enjoyed this little short video. Well, I wouldn't say short video, but long video of this, my gear of what I fish with and what I use. And you guys, guys and gals got any tips or tricks? Let me know. I'm open to use and do anything. I bass fish. I caught 1 bluegill on this setup that I have. Everything that I have, I caught a bluegill. So, or crappie is one of the 2. I don't really remember what it was. I think it was a bluegill. But anyways, that's my setup, man. This is all the stuff that I use. This is what I take to my lake or to any lake, and I have tons of fun. So if you have tons of fun and you love fishing, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below. Shoot. Until I catch you guys on the water, I will see you guys on the next one. All right, guys. We up out of here.